Well, all of us may be living in tents soon if you look at the next headline. Record heat. 9 nations that topped their highest temperatures this summer. And they talk about 2010 as the year of global weirding.
Global weirding? Look, folks, that's not right. You know what the real problem is. It's global warming and climate change brought about by over-industrialization. And nobody has put the adequate cost of their carbon emissions on their balance sheet. The big oil companies, for example, don't cost the expense of their detritus, of their exhaust. They don't pay for that exhaust. They don't pay for the damage that they do. No wonder they make money. They don't actually pay for the raw material that goes into their product and the waste that it creates. Now, the result is the worst, what is it, decade or year on
record temperatures forever for the existence of historical records for these 9 nations.
Oh, thanks, big corporations around the world. Thanks for causing premature human extinction. Thanks a lot.
Well, let's go through some of the photos, and you mentioned the cost. Number 1 is Pakistan, and they set a record temperature for Pakistan, but also all of Asia at 128.3 degrees Fahrenheit. And right now, of course, 20% of the nation of Pakistan is underwater.
Well, see, the globe is, you could make it up in terms of the climate debts that were incurred by the developed countries like the U.S. and Britain. And they're owed to these countries like Pakistan who have had to bear the brunt of these climate debts. And the reason why climate denial is such a huge industry in America is because people in the U.S. don't want to pay their climate debts. They're deadbeats, basically.
Well, let's go over the following 8. We'll just look at the pictures. Russia, Colombia, Finland, Iraq, Sudan, Cyprus, Myanmar, and the Solomon Islands. They also set record temperatures this year. But let's move on to the next headline because that's just for the summer. The next headline, heat record set in 17 countries so far. This is for the whole year. So again, we're talking about a record year for many things, including these temperatures. So Jeff Masters, who is a meteorologist, this is the largest area of Earth's surface to experience all-time record high temperatures in any single year in the historical record.
Okay, well, I mean, how many people are going to be homeless as a result of this? The number of climate refugees is growing by hundreds of thousands now per year.
Max, you're like Dr. Evil. There's about 20 million homeless in Pakistan at the moment.
Okay, so you've got millions, tens of millions of homeless due to climate change and global warming. A few nations now underwater. And becoming even more underwater than the U.S. housing market.
Speaking of global weirding, though, Max.
Yes.
It's also been a record year for payouts to zombies. The next headline, Minneapolis will pay $165,000 to zombies. So this is Minneapolis.
I'm at work right now, and I was waiting for some lab results. And so I went into my office and started watching the Keiser report. All right.
Dressing up like zombies in downtown Minneapolis in July.